up with you? Huh? What is up? All right, move out my way. Crazy. Ugh. All right, we're gonna do a new setting today. I tried to do it in my room last night, but it didn't really work out too well. So, Aries, what are you to expect for this week coming up? What is Aries supposed to be expecting this week coming up? You guys are going through an awakening. I feel like Aries, you've been going through an awakening anyways. All right? You're having some type of an epiphany in regards to who you are, Aries. All right? You guys are stepping into abundance this week. All right? And you may be tapping into like your gifts this week. You might be noticing that you are like gifted in some way, shape, or form. I'm seeing here telepathy, reading people's mind, remote viewing, something of that nature, where you are stepping into like tapping into your gifts, or you're realizing that you do have gifts. I feel like you may have been a little delirious in regards to your gifts possibly in the past, and not really understanding like if you actually had gifts. But I feel I'm talking here to areas that may have been like your family may have said you have mental illness. I feel like you've been labeled underneath some type of like mental illness, but it's actually like a gift. It may be schizophrenia or something of that nature, where the doctors just labeled you because they had no choice but to label it on you, and they passed it as schizophrenia when you are truly gifted. All right, I'm seeing that here. Like, you may actually be someone that is gifted, but because the government likes to label things, they labeled it as schizophrenia. Okay, you're stepping into stability this week. All right, I see here new job, or you just starting a new job. Like I had a message for you guys not long ago that you guys were stepping into a new job or a way of making money, and you are starting. It's creating a lot of stability in your life right now, Aries, in regards to your stability. Okay, what else is Aries to expect for this week? I see a lot of abundance coming your way, Aries, due to you like just changing. Somebody here is changing. Somebody just got a new car. I see here it's like a Jeep possibly, or a truck. You got the death card, so you're definitely going through a transformation. You might have Scorpio highly aspected in your chart as well. But you guys, Scorpio and Aries are both Mars signs, so a lot of times, like, the message could be very similar sometimes with both placements. You're going through like a really big rebirth. You went through a death, and now you're going through your rebirth session, where things are constantly changing around you right now, where you're going to start being very shocked in regards to a lot of things that's going on. You left certain situations alone. Okay, you may have been around people that was not good for your mental health. Somebody here struggles with mental health 100%, but I feel like you're not somebody here that needs help. I feel like somebody tried to put you, they called you insane or something, or wanted to point a narrative. There was a false narrative going around saying that you was crazy, Aries. All right, you're somebody here that's just sticking out. You're somebody here, you got the Queen of Cups. Very compassionate, very empathetic, very caring, all right, and very intuitive. You have a lot of water aspects in your chart. That's why you are sensitive, all right? Somebody is very sensitive. You may have been backstabbed by family members, but specific friends and lovers, okay? What else for Aries for this week? What to expect? You're going to meet somebody that's very special this week, Aries. I feel like you're going to meet somebody very different and very special. they're gonna show you some new things, and I feel like it may be one of your guys or somebody of that nature from a spirit realm, possibly. Okay, might be coming to meet you. It might be an angel though. I'm getting here that somebody is going, you're gonna meet somebody new, and this is gonna be somebody like a guide for you, maybe possibly like a spiritual teacher of that nature that's gonna help you in a way that's gonna be very drastic in your life. Somebody here is gonna be, you're gonna be meeting your new master, like it's a teacher. All right, if you are spiritual, but if you, even if like, it's just somebody that's gonna be able to coach you in regards to life. All right, you may not have people in your life right now that you can depend on, so far as like you know, you don't trust many people, Aries. You've been hurt. You're very guarded also. My camera is moving. What else for my Aries? You guys have either a Leo or a Virgo that's going to be in your energy that is, listen, I feel like, do they want money? I'm not understanding here. This is somebody that's very greedy and they won't get the fuck out of your energy. All right? Is either a fire sign or an earth sign. This person is given masculine, highly aspected, and they will not leave you alone, because I feel like, do they feel like they are owed something? I feel like they feel like you're owed something in regards to you, Aries. You're gonna have the strength to move away from this garbage. Okay? This person is obsessed constantly with money. All right? And you don't want to deal with them anymore. Why don't you want to deal with them this week? We're going to turn this into an all Aries read. I was going to do all signs, but I might have to wait to do all signs. All right. Why is this person in your face like this? Like, this is somebody here that's going to be approaching you in regards to how, like, this person's going through financial loss, or maybe they're recovering, and they want to come forward with some bullshit while you're going through this rebirth. What is this person's issue with the Aries? They're a secret hater. While you're going through this big transformation, y'all have this fucking fire sign or earth sign that's in the background that is a secret hater. This is somebody here that compiled some type of like hate train against you guys. It's given hate train. It's given like methods of trying to irritate you in the biggest way possible. That's what I'm getting here. Because they're going through a financial loss and they're going through hardship, and you're doing really well. You're going to be you're stepping into alignment where this person doesn't like that you getting like this attention, that you're getting this person. You're detoxing from a lot of shit right now, and it's possible that you are detoxing from many things, but this person might be detoxing as well, where they acting like this because they don't have no money. This person might be a gambling, like it might have a gambling addiction, or they might have some type of addiction where they had to go through a certain detox possibly, but they have no choice but to go through a detox because they're going broke. They don't have any money to support what they like, their habit possibly. And just know that this could definitely be in the reverse. I'm seeing here it could be in the reverse as well. So flip it where it's supposed to go, but do not ponder on it. You are a beautiful person, Aries. All right? And people see that. Yeah, you're a beautiful person. And this individual, because they're a secret hater, they don't like it when you get attention. They're seeing that you're getting attention here. And they want to come in on hot shit to annoy you because they want to borrow. I don't know. They need to borrow money because I feel like this person owes people so much money. I think they ran some type of hate train against you, Aries. That's what I'm getting here. This person had a hate train going around, and I feel like you weren't even giving people the time of day in regards to this hate train, and they still trying to ride the coattail in regards to this hate train. This person gossips. If they're I'm getting here, it could be a masculine, and they act real feminine where they're going around gossiping and making up lies. But do you care, Aries? No, you don't give a shit about the gossip. You don't give a shit about the what people are thinking about you right now, because time exposes people for who they really are. All right. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing right now. You are letting people act the way that they want to act. And if they want to continue being petty, they can continue being petty, because you know how the outcome is going to be when it comes to people and how they're acting. You already know. All right. I don't know what this person's problem is. They hold some type of grudge towards you. They're a secret hater. But my thing is, it's not really secret. You already know who this person is, what their intentions are. You already know everything when it comes to this whole ordeal. This individual is jealous that you have a good, like, that you have a good head on your shoulders. They're jealous that you have possibly have spiritual gifts, and they have spiritual gifts, but it's fucking blocked because of the way that they acted. So my thing is, their spiritual gifts would be more aligned if they actually walked the walk that they think that they walk. Or because I see here, they may possibly act like they're religious of some sort, or act like they're spiritual, when in reality they're a shitty ass person. Okay, in reality, that they're not really who they say that they are. It's all just a mask, and it's all just a front. They're really not about that life, and they act like a snake. You can't be like, if you're gonna be sitting here acting like you this and that and the third, you gotta have a good heart as well. This person's got a fake heart, but they know that you have a beautiful heart. Where, yeah, put it where it fits. The rest of this, okay? You already know what I'm probably about to say. Put it where it fits. This person was trying to make you suffer in the past by going around gossiping and doing all this nut ass shit. And I feel like this week they're gonna try again. They're making up gossip. They're gonna try and come in on bullshit while you're going through this beautiful death and rebirth. You're processing right now. And I feel like you don't have time for none of this stuff. This person might approach you on some nonsense, possibly to try to make you suffer for their consequences and their actions, but I feel like you're not now. Okay, this person is, something's wrong with them. All right, something's really wrong with this individual, Aries. Hawks might be your spirit animal. All right, they're gonna be guiding you. You might have to go take a walk, but I feel like you already did this, Aries, just to get away from certain energies. All right, let's get a different deck here. This person, they're like, I don't know, it seems like, yeah, they're holding something above your head, but it's not making sense, like the stuff that they hold, trying to hold over your head. It seems here that they're just jealous. They're jealous that people like you. They're jealous because it can't be you. They think they're a secret hater. In reality, they're making it known that they are a hater and full in front of everyone's face. Okay? Just let them act how they're gonna act, because they're gonna expose themselves. They're possibly gonna go through some type of judgment this weekend or this week. Their judgment probably did start this weekend. I'm seeing here, judgment's probably been called. You probably already called judgment on this situation, where now it listen, they was laughing at your situation, Aries. They thought your situation was funny when you was down and out and fell flat on your face. And now this person is going through an issue. It's a money issue. The portal. You gravitate towards portals. You possibly do know how to open portals. All right. I think I got that one for you before, but I do have water also aspected in this whole read, as well as fire. So you could be somebody here, a fire placement with water placements, or water with fire placements, where it may possibly resonate. You got candle magic. This could also benefit you as well. So far as your manifestations, it will probably increase if you do end up doing candle magic, or even if you light a candle in your house and you think of positive things, you're going to start seeing change. Protection. You got to up your protection at this time, because this person's going to come in acting silly. I don't know. I feel like they're going around being silly. They're being stupid and silly. They feel they're a secret hater, but they're not really a secret hater because they're gonna expose themselves full force this week, or possibly it has already started. Just let them be who they are, Aries. All right, let them be who they are. Don't even give a shit about none of this nonsense. All right, because like I said, time exposes all. You might be a life path 5, or this person might be a life path 5. The one that is the in your energy, I feel here is definitely an earth or a fire sign. This person might be born in the year of the pig, or they might be born in the year of the dog, or born in the year of the snake. Year is a snake year, or they might. All right. Let's get your healing crystal for this week. Your healing crystal. It's a crystal that you might benefit from. All right. Amethyst. All right. A lot of you already know what that crystal is. It helps with sadness and grief, spiritual protection, as well as what is it? It does ward off like negative energy. So it's going to be your stone. It's going to be your crystal for this week, because I feel like this person really wants to come in and try to destroy. They're going to try, but it's not going to work. I don't know why this person thinks that anything that at this point that they do or throw at you, because I feel like here they definitely like to throw or do something to you, and it hasn't been working. That's why they're a hater, because you might have gotten a lot stronger since you last dealt with them. If it does resonate, please like, subscribe, or comment on the video, guys.